live from Palin Music Studios in Springfield, Missouri. It's Wake Up with Greg. Here's your host, Greg.
How are we doing? My name is not Greg. My name is Elijah, and I have the awesome opportunity of taking Greg's spot today. You may be asking, who is this guy? He has hair. He's not handsome. He's not as well dressed or well versed as Greg. Yeah, my name is Elijah. I am one of the managers here at Palin Music. I have the privilege of working alongside Greg here at Palin. He is on vacation, very well deserved, so I have the honor of taking his place today on his show, Wake Up with Greg. We're so glad that you're here. Jordan, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
Good, man.
Yeah.
Did you have a good week?
Yeah, it's been a good week, good productive week. We made a fun video yesterday.
We did make a fun video. I have to wear a few different hats this week. I was drafted before Shadur Sanders
Yeah.
to Palin Music.
Yep.
And now I'm Greg. So
Yeah. Man.
We're going to have a good time today. We're so glad that you're here with us. If you ever have any questions, go ahead and throw them in the comments. But otherwise, we're going to have some fun with some saxophones that we're going to show you today and show you some other stuff as well. So where do we start, Jordan?
All right, well, before we get to the horns, with Greg, we always got to check out his shirt and watch. Did you bring a shirt and watch today?
I did. I did bring a shirt and watch in Greg's honor. So let's go ahead and check that out. Today, I am wearing a blue Polo by Ralph Lauren polo. Or not a polo, this is just a button-up shirt. But the cool thing about these, if you didn't know, you can find these in thrift stores across America. There's a little thing to look out for if you're wanting to separate the okay ones to the really cool ones. If you can see here, the little horse guy in there, there you go, yeah, little zoom in there. He is all colored in, so he's brown, and then he has the little polo player right there. If that is colored in, the value of the shirt drastically improves. You can find polos other places that a lot of times they'll just match the same thread. So if you ever are, want to be resourceful and find a cool shirt, find one with the colored-in horse. I also stole this from my dad, so just fair warning. Thanks, Dad. I appreciate it. And then also for the watch, I got a beautiful timepiece from a place in California, Silicon Valley, if you will. It's just really taken the market by storm. You can really just change like the faces on them at any time if you want. It can even read your mind, probably. I've got this beautiful Apple Watch Series 9, and it can come in different templates here. So there's my white band or my white face there. Let me see. I bet I can change it. Go to something a little bit different. There's my green one there. So yeah, just a little something there. I know Greg loves these things, so I figured I would bring it on. I don't have quite the watch collection that Greg does, but I'm happy to play a part today. So yeah, there's my fit today. And then I'm also wearing boots. So I'm going to add this one in here too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm wearing boots, and there's a reason for that once we get to the song that I selected for you guys. That I wanted to keep that a surprise. So.
Nice. All right. Well, very nice. How about we get into the first saxophone for today?
Sure, yeah. So we're going to be looking at some P. Mauriat saxophones. I've got an alto for you and a tenor as well. Before we got into those, I wanted to give you just a brief excerpt of P. Mauriat. I found this very cool. It says, the craftsmanship that goes into each instrument by P. Mauriat is second to none. Our brass and other metals are exceptionally resonant due to the extensive hand-hammering process it must endure in our factory. Get this, a single saxophone body will be hammered as many as 400 times before proceeding to the lacquering process. It's pretty cool to have that idea of what's going on before we get into them. So let's start here with the alto. This is a beautiful horn here. I'm going to do my best Greg impersonation too. I love it when he says horn.
Yeah.
This one here is called the System 76 ADK, and this is in a dark finish. It's more your traditional kind of, I don't want to say relic, that's more of a guitar term, but kind of that traditional look and feel. It's very, very clean looking, very, very sharp. Let me see here, unboxing with Greg. Yeah, check this out. right. This here is the System 76 ADK, and this is called the Dark Finish, okay? It's going to be more for your professional, but it also says that this would work for students, intermediate, professional levels. It's going to be a very high-quality instrument, and this one in particular is known for versatility. P. Mauriat's focus here is that it can go from it can go from symphony, wind ensemble, pit orchestra, jazz, big band, anything in between. This horn will fit the needs there. Of course, it's going to be, let's see here. It's going to be an E flat here, super 6 neck on it here, and the brass body. Kind of has a very cool non-polished look, very, very clean. We're going to have a hand-engraved bell and bow, abalone key touches, and then it comes with this soft case as well. It's a beautiful dark vintage look there. Get a close-up maybe on that engraving. Let's see. Yeah, very sharp-looking instrument. Yeah, very clean. I really love the look of this one. It's not flashy by any means, but it's one of those, once you pull it out of the case, people are going to wonder, oh, wow, which one is this one? This one is also live on palinmusic.com right now, so you can go take a look at it. And if you have any questions about it, you can always reach out to me, Greg, any of the team here, be happy to help you. This is a beautiful horn. I'm not an alto sax player. I'm not a saxophone player in general, so don't expect me to make a toot out of it. I would be disgracing this instrument. Oh, that's a fun story. I actually played alto saxophone when I was in high school, but I was the worst alto saxophone player you've ever met. Couldn't read the music. Really, I went to a small school, and it wasn't my forte, if you will, to use a music pun. But yeah, it was a good time, but yeah, I would disgrace this thing if I tried to play it. So we're going to put this one back here. Comes with this beautiful case as well. Very easy to get in and out of. The neck is in there. It has a mouthpiece slot. Everything that you need to get ready for it. Beautiful instrument. All right, Jordan, what are we going on to next, my friend?
All right. Did you bring some music to recommend?
Did I bring some music?
I guess you didn't bring it, but yeah.
I thought of music. There we go. I didn't bring music, but I know that's a big part of this program, so I wanted to have my own say in what we're going to do for this music. I did bring some music that I wanted to show you. It's from an amazing, amazing musician and a singer named Randy Travis, okay? You may have heard of Randy Travis. He's your old school 80s and 90s country singer. Waylon Jennings, you know, the like, everything like that. Has a smooth, buttery baritone voice. And the cool story about this song, to kind of preface it here, in 2013, Randy Travis unfortunately had a stroke. And from that stroke, he's no longer to sing. He's no longer to speak. He has a hard time moving, walking around. And for a while there, it was very unsure if he would even survive this stroke. And so what we're about to listen to today is the culmination of years and also technology. I'll put it that way too. This song, everything you hear music-wise, background vocalists, everything like that, is all music. The drummer came in to play the drums. Oh, Corey, there he is. I like that guy. Corey, we do need to have you come in and play this. It's going to be a good time. Where was I? Yeah, drummer comes in, plays the drums. The bass player comes in, plays the bass. The background vocalists are singing, but the main vocals from Randy himself are used by AI. Now, don't freak out, okay? I know AI is a hot button issue right now, and I know that there's a lot of gray area on how it belongs in creative avenues, okay? With this said, Randy Travis was the one that wanted this to happen. He's the one that created the lyrics and the melodies. And it honestly gave him his voice back. So regardless of whatever you think about AI, I do think that it's very cool that this technology was able to give his voice back. Let's take a listen.
She had a dress that swayed all around her knees, and a voice as soft as a summer breeze. A touch that told me I was the one, and there ain't no more where that came from. I must have said to myself there might be somebody else out there somewhere. I must have said to myself it's a great big world, girls are everywhere. Oh, but now I know there was only one, and there ain't no more where that came from.
Just seeing everybody that was present during that time, checking out the song. A lot of those musicians were his original musicians that were playing along whenever he was on the road all the time. And you also noticed some other people there. That was his family. There's this really cool video. You should check it out. I think it's on his Instagram page. But it's the first time that his family listened to the song. Imagine hearing your dad not being able to speak for 13 years, have his voice back, and you're hearing it for the first time with him there. It's pretty cool. It's very cool. I encourage you to listen to the rest of the song and, of course, his whole discography. It's my wife Grace and I's. It's our go-to road trip songs. It's a lot of fun, and so I wanted to share that with you. I just thought that was a really cool story.
Nice.
Where are we headed?
All right. Well, let's see. We only got one more saxophone. We usually have 3, so I guess I'll leave it up to you. Do you want to go ahead and show something cool that you brought, or go to the next saxophone?
Let's do the saxophone,
Okay.
because I don't know if I brought something cool. I did bring something cool, actually, yeah. But we'll go to the saxophone here. All right, so staying with P. Mauriat here, we're going to bump it up to the tenor saxophone. Tenor saxophone, of course, is larger. This one's going to be in the key of B flat, okay? This one here is called the P. Mauriat PMXT 66 RCL. And this is in specifically cognac lacquer. I'm excited for you guys to see this one. It's a very sharp instrument. It comes with the really nice soft case. And the term soft case, it doesn't do this thing justice. You can fly with this thing, no issue. If you drop it, you're not going to hurt anything. Of course, we don't recommend that. But you're going to be covered. Beautiful instrument here. Cognac lacquer. Look at that. Really a deep, dark look on that one. It almost looks black when you see it on the screen, but it does have a kind of just a deep, dark brass look to it. Ultra shiny, has hand engraving again on the bell here. Really a beautiful, beautiful instrument here. A little bit of the specs about it is it does share the Super 6 neck that the alto does. It's brass body, hand engraved bell and bow, genuine abalone on the keys and everything like that. It's really cool. It's a darker look as well, so it kind of matches the aesthetic, if you will, of the rest of the saxophone. And again, it's cognac lacquered. And this has roll-toned holes and a large bell, all right? So a beautiful one. I don't know if we can get the look. This one has a little bit more of the engraving going on. It's got a little bit of a floral design. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. And I don't know if you can catch the abalone on there. That's that darker. Let's see, backwards. There we go. Yeah, there it is. Nice. It's a really beautiful look. Yeah, this is another one of those in the combo world, which is more my forte. This is one of those that we call a showstopper. When you walk into the band room or you go into the new place that you're going to be playing with, you pull this instrument out. People are going to look at you a little bit differently. Don't say I'm wrong, because I'm not. Beautiful instruments today from P. Mauriat. And if you have any questions or want to check this one out, palinmusic.com. You can go and check it out there. It's going to have all the specs. And, excuse me, if you want to set up a Zoom call with, of course, Greg, we can make that happen as well. I'm sure Greg would love to chat with you about these. He's much more knowledgeable about these instruments than I am. He's been doing it his whole life, and he is your man to check them out. So there's our instruments for the day. Some beautiful ones from P. Mauriat today, Jordan.
They are beautiful.
Where are we headed?
All right, we are headed to. Well, did you say you did bring a little something to show people?
I did bring a little something
All
to
right.
show, and it also involves my quote of the day as well.
Oh,
So-
it's 2 for 1.
Yeah, a little 2 for 1 here.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's hit it.
All right, so I brought something very near and dear to my heart, okay? If you know me, you know I'm a religious man. That sounded so funny. I'm a religious man. No, I love the Lord, okay? And my wife, for Christmas, got me one of the best gifts I could ever get. And it's this beautiful Bible that she got for me. I've always had a Bible, of course. Right, there we go. Yeah, get a close-up on that. Hand engraved and beautiful cognac lacquer finish. Just kidding. This one here, little backstory. Our first jobs, she worked at Mardell, and I worked at Hobby Lobby.
Oh,
So
wow.
we were side by side, right? And so she knows her Bible, all right? So I have a study Bible at home that's much larger. It's about 3 times as thick, but I like to, travel with my Bible and just always have it around me. And that one was just a little too large, right? So she got me this one here. It's beautiful, and it's very near and dear to my heart. So find you a wife that gets you these type of things. They're great. So that is my something special, and of course it should be everyone's something special. So with that said, you want me to go ahead and have my quote?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. All right.
Did
I'm
it
not
come from the
preaching, I
Bible?
promise.
Okay.
I'm not preaching. All right. So my quote of the day comes from a guy named John, but it wasn't him who wrote it, okay? It's someone a little bit more special. And it says this: "If you abide in my word, you are truly my disciples, and you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." Some of you may know what that means. Some of you may not. If you don't, please let me know. I'd love to talk to you about it. I also have a quote from Greg, too. You want to go ahead and say Greg's?
Go ahead. Yeah.
All right. Well, it sounds like we're wrapping up. So before I even say that, I just wanted to say thank you to Greg, of course, for allowing me to get on his podium, hang out with you guys today. This has been a lot of fun. Might be a little bit faster than Greg. I know he likes to chat a little bit more, but I'll let him do that next week, okay? So thank you, Greg. Thank you, Palin Music, for allowing me to hang out with you guys today. And, of course, we're happy to have you. If you have any other questions about anything you've seen today, you can always go to palinmusic.com and check it out there. So let me say Greg's little farewell. Helping people make meaningful music is what we do. And when you're ready, I'll be here for you too. Thanks so much, everybody. We hope to see you next week with Wake Up with Greg.